Dogface here. Today we're back in the downstairs makerspace and we're going to put this thing back together. So mostly off camera, there has been a lot of work done. You can see all those new colorful capacitors. Those are the replacements. I found a number of these capacitors were good, so when I pulled one out, if it tested good, I replaced it, but I didn't replace its brothers that were the same. So some of the capacitors are still old, but they tested fine, so whatever. And then over here, same thing here. I tested these capacitors on the, right there, those guys. They all tested good. So we're going to put that thing right there back in that hole right there today. And here she goes. Making sure it fits in the front okay. Looks like it's going to be all right. Okay, now here comes the tricky bit. Getting these screws started again. Like much of this project, it's hard to film. These screws here, they were completely not wanting to cooperate in getting it on film and balancing it and closing it. This wasn't something that was going to work. And that kind of brings me to the subject of why didn't I film a lot of this. As you can see, these new yellow capacitors in here, there's like folks out there that say, oh, they don't make them like they used to. They used to make them like you can repair them. Yeah, bullshit. That is not the case at all. This is a complete pain in the backside to get to. You've got to get your soldering iron down in here. It's all wired, all these wires that you might want to disconnect so you can get to it better, they're all soldered on. In today's equipment, modern equipment, it's just a ribbon cable. You can pull the ribbon cable out and you're good to go. This, I did not want to tackle trying to unsolder. There's probably 100 or more of these connections like this here. So I just said, you know what? We're just going to do the best we can with it. I've replaced all the bad capacitors. So I'm feeling pretty good about how this is going to turn out. And I'm kind of excited to get it going again. So we'll tighten this up a bit. And we'll reconnect all the connections that had to be unsoldered to get this out of here where I could work on it on a better workbench. And then we'll turn it on and see how it sounds. So still see, sort of, kind of. Way back when I took this apart, I knew the day would come when it needed to go back together again. And so what I did was I labeled everything so that I could figure out or remember where it went. Or not have to remember, I should say. So there's a 4, it's marked. Black and yellow is marked, black and yellow is marked down here. I know you can't see that down there. But all of these different cables are marked and labeled so that they all will go back together. Okay, hang on for the ride, I'll speed you up. put together again. Well, not all put together. It's loose wires and bits and pieces, but all the connections are made. So now we're going to turn it on. Scary. Okay, hang tight. We'll do the smoke test. All right, she's got juice. We'll turn her on. Ready to turn her off at a moment's notice. All right, that's good enough for the first test. No smoke came out, which is always a good thing. And we're going to unplug her from the wall. Going to set up again, get a better shot, get ready for some sound to come out of it. All right, we're ready for the big reveal. I've put the microphone right here, so let's see what happens. Pushing, we're going to turn on the FM. Okay, the magic eye works.
And free, I've forgotten how.
Music. Okay. Don't dare play this very long because somebody's going to do a copyright thing on me. Shame on the internet for that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try the record player next. Well, off camera, played a bunch of radio stations. It picks up amazing. It actually is way louder than I ever remember being able to play it as a kid, but it could have been my mom or dad yelling, "Turn that shit down." But it sounds absolutely amazing. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So the record player isn't working. We'll have to figure that out in another video. And we've got to bundle all this mess up and put it back to where it belongs, which I'll do off screen because that's going to be not terribly interesting to watch. So next time we'll tear into the record player and see if we can figure out why that's not working. Until then, y'all have a nice day. Subscribe, like, share. If you want more of these, please do those things. It gives me a clue that somebody would like to see more. And like I said, y'all have a nice day.